Coach, you don't anticipate any changes to your roster tonight? It looks like Derek Brassard will be good to go.
Probably be game time, but it's favorable that he'll probably play, but I can't say 100%. He's going to skate here this morning, and we'll see.
What do you expect from the New York Rangers?
Real good power play. So clearly you can't take penalties. They got some high-end players there. They have the most offensive zone time in the league. So clearly you got to keep their top guys off the board. Zibanejad, Panarin, Kreider, Trocheck. You've got to be aware of them when they're on the ice at all times. And then clearly Fox on the back end, I think second in the NHL in points. So that's another guy that we have to be aware of.
0 for 2 on the penalty kill against the Kings. Did you see anything that you need to tweak, or were there just two good shots?
Well, I think we made a couple mistakes, and I think we got out of what we do, and just weren't as quick maybe. But we'll get right back to it. I mean, they were 8 for 8. The 2 nights prior to that, and help us win the game. So, penalty killing's a confidence thing too. Sometimes when you give one up, you're a little jittery the next time. So we're looking to be sharp, bounce back tonight.
How has Derek been for you? He's been able to play a pretty good utility role for you, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, clearly coming into the year, he was going to be used to, to spot in on the wing, or if we needed a guy down the lineup, not foreseeing the injury to Norris, let's put a lot more pressure on him having to play every night, and I think he's done a really good job.
Is that where he could draw on his experience too, like being able to play that role?
Yeah, I think right now he understands exactly what his role is, and he understands how he's going to help us, in that role, whether it's on the the second unit power play or it's winning faceoffs in the D zone. He's doing whatever he has to help us. And he's played up the lineup, down the lineup. Just a good signing by Pierre to bring him in. Not, like I said, not saying that we thought he would play this kind of minutes, but you're happy you have a guy with that experience when something like this does happen.
DJ, with a couple of injured guys coming back past few games, and then obviously just 2 wins in a row, is this the first time you guys have kind of felt a little momentum in the past few weeks?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, outside of the start there at home before Josh got hurt. And the way you're grinding these out, you're not. I mean, maybe not Anaheim. The power play kind of won us the game there, but now you got to do it at home. And it doesn't get easier. The Rangers back to back are a good hockey team, and this is a game. These next 2 games, where you can really build on something if you can do it right.
Who's going to be starting in net today?
Talbot will continue to roll for us.
How would you describe his communication style compared to other goalies?
When
he's on the, we just heard that he actually told Tim that Giroux was open in that overtime goal, like his communication on the ice. And I'm just curious, do you think he communicates more than other goalies? Probably
because he's confident, mature, and been around so long. I think the more confident you are, the more you talk on the ice, the more you want to, for a player, the more you talk, the more you want the puck, and it's the more confident you are. For him, he's been around a long time, knows the game, knows what needs to be done out there, and clearly he's comfortable in shouting instructions of what he needs done, and that all comes back to confidence.
How much did the injury kind of set him back in being able to communicate?
Well, and his rhythm. It takes a bit to get into a rhythm, and he starts out, and before we get rolling, he's hurt. And he sits there and he's not able to be a part of the team really. The camaraderie with the guys, and now he's in a rhythm, and now he's feeling a part of it.
And I know this is going back to I just want to know, Josh Norris, how is he doing with his rehab? Have you talked to him? How does the future look for him?
Well, there's no timeline. He is, skating on his own, and, there's no pressure. It's going to be up to him whether he can, when he can handle a practice, and then we'll go from there. But at this point, he's not right there to practice with us.
He has to revisit the doctors too, right?
Yeah, there'll be all kinds of situations where people will give him the proper advice before we would put him out there.